when remind me of the Super Bowl of this year, when the San Francisco 49ers took the ball first in overtime. What did they do with it?
Handed it off a lot.
To who?
Christian McCaffrey.
Right.
Yeah.
And then frequently, sometimes, who do they throw it to?
Christian McCaffrey.
No, I know there's a little bit of Juwan Jennings. A lot of Juwan Jennings. He could have been the MVP of that Super Bowl.
He might have been.
Had they scored a touchdown in their opening drive of the overtime with Christian McCaffrey, he could have been the Super Bowl MVP. He could have been MVP of the entire league this year. A lot of folks were saying that he and Purdy split the vote.
He probably should have been.
Okay,
to be honest.
Right? I mean, and so when these wide receivers, I shouldn't say these wide receivers, when wide receivers of note are getting...
What do you mean, you people?
Yeah, I know, right?
Exactly.
When wide receivers of note are getting insane annual salaries that they deserve because they're game-changing wide receivers, I'm kind of like, what about the running backs? Well, Christian McCaffrey got a 2-year contract extension. During our conversation with Stacey Dales, it was announced. A 2-year contract extension averaging $19 million a year.
Oof.
An additional $8 million over what he's scheduled to make in the first 2 years of his contract. They added $24 million in guarantees. He is now signed through 2027 with the 49ers. And it still sounds low. Sounds low.
It does.
But in terms of the running back market, pushing $20 million annually per year, that's a chunk of change. But honestly, what he does for the 49ers and how the 49ers, as we all recall, went to a Super Bowl, lost to Kansas City. And then the 49ers, as we all recall, didn't make the previous Super Bowl. And McCaffrey had just joined the team. He took a team that was Super Bowl worthy and supercharged it.
He had.
That's why he is deserving of this cash. And I'm just wondering, is it possible this now sets the market for future running backs to get pizzade?
Like who, though?
A good question.
Nobody's as good as him.
Yeah,
you can make a case he's the best player in the league.
Well, Jahmyr Gibbs is off to a pretty damn good start.
1 year.
You hear Bijan Robinson said he was dinged up last year?
Yeah, ankle.
And how he's just beginning to start coming out of some of it? Arthur Smith must be sitting there going, you're all wondering about why his touchdowns got vultured. I don't know. I'm just saying there's got to be maybe some trickle-down effect here for running backs in the NFL.
This seems like a one-off.
I do believe that's going to wind up being the case. I do believe so. But way to go, Christian McCaffrey. So deserving of it. So deserving of it.
Kind of should be flipped, right? Him and Jefferson?
No, Jefferson is really that good. But the market,
$35 million, though?
But the market bears what it bears. Certainly when Tyreek Hill was making $30 a year. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.